Hello, Samson. Hello, Factory.
And a pleasant good morning, you guys. Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. It's a bonus breakfast stream. We're on a slight noise abatement procedure at this point in time. Ready to do a little bit of flying here, guys. Let's do this. Let's get that turned on. We gotta get this turned off. Hi. I forgot to turn my light on. 1 second. Can't go anywhere without my studio lighting. I'd like to wish a pleasant good morning to Ralph Aloysius Kuhn, Mr. VR, Mr. Big City. Good morning, sir. Also a pleasant good morning to our good friend Rock Valkyrie. Hope you are doing well, Mr. Marcinic. Glad you're not up on a rooftop somewhere. And I see Nick's Aviation is here as well. Connor, hello. And Nick Gressla. Nick, good morning, sir. Happy Saturday to all of you guys. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a nice warm cup of tea and some sweetbread or something similar. Apple Jacks, it sounds like, for Downwood Sim. But new couch. Yeah, this is from my wife's mom's estate sale. And so we brought that back and and I've had it here for a little while. But man, thanks for noticing. It was a booger to get down the stairs, one of those deals. But yeah, it's definitely not our style. I mean, it's it's a lot more. I don't know. It's white, and we have dogs, and so it's one of those deals. Hey, Pentagon. Good morning, Rob. Good to see you. Good to see you. Little oil change for Nixie. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it is a spendy one. It is a spendy one. There was a time when I did my own oil changes, but I don't like crawling underneath vehicles that much anymore. So, all right. Well, here's what we've got, you guys. We are back in the 247D and back doing some Bendix air racing. And I don't know if you were here the last go around, but we did our first two legs. We went from Burbank here to, trying to remember where, San Bernardino, kind of cut across that LA airspace.
Subscribing.
JPC, Michael Aloysius Cilantro, coming in with the Tier 1 ascription, 32 dadgum months there. Mike, Captain, welcome. Great to see you. Great to see you. So we went to San Bernardino, and then we cut across here to Phoenix. And that's where we ended up last time. I wrote down these times, and I don't remember what the heck the times were. I can't find them. So we're gonna add our time to the whenever I find those, I'm gonna add those to what we do today. We're gonna do Phoenix here down to, I think it's Douglas, Douglas Municipal, and right there on the border. Downwind Sim keeps the ascriptions going there. 17 months. Holy moly! Thank you guys so very much. Once we go from Douglas, we got 101 miles over here to this little tiny hacienda, and I'm trying. I think we're doing this one because there was an airstrip in this area that they used at the time, but it's no longer in use. There's a couple of those that so we had to kind of pick something that was close to it. So hopefully this one will be long enough for us here. I think it is. I think I've already looked at it here. Oh yeah, 4,800 feet. It's nothing but room there. We got nothing but room. But what's going to be tough today, I think, is the navigation. The navigation for our first one was kind of nice because we had a pretty major highway, and same thing heading down to Phoenix. We had just good. I felt like good landmarks. This one's going to be a little trickier. We're going to try to come out of here on a 122, and we have a couple of things like Mount Lemon is up here at 9,000. We'll try to keep that at our 12 o'clock as long as we can. And then after that, guys, there's this little ridge line here that I'm hoping we'll see, and we can stay to the west of that. And there's little airfields here and there that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, because otherwise, we're right on the Mexico border there, and we don't want to be busting international airspace. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to go. And then from Douglas, if we're able to find Douglas, then it doesn't get really any easier. There's a little 8,600 foot peak there that we can use for a little bit. There's some water. I don't know if this is they're always full of water, but maybe there's some water we can use. I don't know, but this is going to be I think the Florida mountains are going to be an important point for us, but this is going to be a really difficult navigational challenge just because we're down here kind of in the desert, and things are pretty camouflaged, I guess. So I might have to have your help, but does anybody know if Blue Fox is around? Because she's really good at helping navigate. We'll see. All right. We need to see if we can get this bad boy started. Let's see. All my views appear to be working right here. Fussy Pants has been pretty fussy for me.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
We'll be down. We'll be needing that. There's no doubt about that. Down one sim. Yeah, my MSFS has been really weird, leggy, and interesting. So I don't know how well we're going to go. All right, one of the things we learned last time is that we don't need as much fuel as we thought we did. And so we're going to back off the fuel and go about half a tank here.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, 0.34 is here. Tim, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's the Saturday morning cartoons. Yes, indeed. I need to also check and see what oil we need here. That's going to be important. We'll get the ladders out here. Preload the ladders. All that stuff is good there. Okay, so we're SAE 30, which is good from 20 to 95. And what is our temp right now? Our temp is 80, so that should be pretty good. Oh my gosh, my dogs. I don't know if you heard that. That's not thunder. That's the thunder you heard. So that oil should be good. Should be good. We'll top it up. SAE 30. We'll top it up. SAE 30. That was our. If you remember last time we did this, we literally ran out of oil.
She'll be the best.
Peter, good morning. Good morning. We literally ran out of oil, and both engines died as we were coming into Phoenix, and I landed not so gracefully on the grass next to the runway, but we were able to use the plane again. So we're actually I hopped into a new plane. Luckily, I had a second 247D at the ready, so we're here in the Chevron Limited this time. But yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut. We'll see if we can get it started. That's going to be the kicker, because that's always the interesting thing. But hey, nice to see you guys. We'll have fun regardless. All right, so I've got let's see, payload, weight, and balance, engine oil, all that stuff is getting put in. We're not worried about a flight plan here. We are not connected to vPilot. We are just flying this baby by ourselves here, and we do. I mean, you can squawk Charlie and all that good stuff, but we're not going to worry about doing that. Altimeter setting here in Phoenix Sky Harbor is 2977. So let's see here. 2977. Always interesting. Whoa. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't see. All right. I'm going to have to just use the elevation here. Guys, I can't see. I can't read those numbers. Elevation at Phoenix Sky Harbor. I think it's, I think we're close to like 1,500 feet or something like that, if I remember right. 1,100 feet. Okay, so let's just, we'll spin the dial until we get to 1,100. Somewhere in that neighborhood, I think, will be what we need. Very good. Let's move up and make sure that the gyro, the directional gyro, is matching up with the what compass here. It's pretty close, actually. We need to be here at about 3, looks like about 350, a little past 350. Okay, that should work. All right, and check the engine, or we'll check the check all the fuel gauges here. let's go on. I don't need that on just yet. Let's go to the left side. Should be about half the tank. There's the first one. And the second one, yeah, right about. Now, those are a little low there, but I must not have got my fuel situation set. Let's do that. Let's just make sure. Make it so. Yeah, I needed to siphon off some from the mains and put it in the right aux and the right main. It's got a really interesting fuel situation. I don't manage the fuel very well. I'll be totally honest with you, but a big left main, and then the right aux and the right main are on the other side, and they're a split tank. So it's very interesting, and I always forget to switch over. So during the flight, you'll see me, I kind of lean into one side. That's usually my reminder. So, all right, let's check this now. Let's see. This is the mains and the aux. Yeah, that's much better. About half for each. That's what we want. Then on the other side, here, the right-hand side, again, about half. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. Parking brake needs to come on. There we go. Put that up there. We're going to start on the left-hand side here. Oops. Get those engine temps over there. Manifold pressure on the left. Engine selectors to the left. And all right, let's see if we remember how to do all this. Master switch is on, magneto on. I'll just turn the mags on for both here. We're going to put it to both here. We're going to work off the left tank to start, and we'll give it a few shots of primer here. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to go full rich, full fine, and a healthy crack of the throttle there. Let's wobble. Get some initial fuel pressure built up there. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, let's get the flywheel over there and start spinning things up. Open that up so we can hear it here. Melvin McFunkyface. Listen to the groovy music. Oh, do I still have my music on? Dang it. Sorry about that, guys. Fade to black. Sorry about that, folks. Shows you how long it's been since I've streamed here. Let's see the little flywheel going. No. That is a no. Try it again. Might not have let it get quite high enough here. Just go off. Oops. Go off this tank here. Yeah, this might be a short stream if I can't get it started here. 23. Oy vey. Okay. What step have I missed here? Give it another couple shots of primer here. That's doing that, by the way, is risks starting the engine on fire. So that's a little bit of a gamble here. I think she's mad at me because I haven't flown her for a while. She's being cranky. $18, $19, $20. I like to get it up over 20. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Give her a little throttle. Try to get those RPMs up to 1,000 or more. There she comes to life. All right, awesome. Okay, I've got the magnetos on. Let's switch over to the opposite tank here. I don't need to switch my fuel gauge. I don't know why I just did that, but we're going to go mixture, full forward, full rich, full prime, and nice healthy dose of throttle. 2, 3-ish. Let's start with 3 and see if we can get lucky here. Get some fuel pressure built up. And I thought I heard Tuba Flight came in his welcome sound. Hi, Ben. Good morning. Good morning. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. My dogs say hello, by the way. All right, she fired up on the first try. Awesome. Very cool, very cool. Okay, we can put that away. Oh, you know what I need to do is this. I need to make sure that I don't have the chalk still out here. Where's that chalk? So that this would not be a fun airplane to take the chocks off of. I mean, look at that. They're right there by the engines. You would want to be careful. No doubt about that. Got us. I don't know if you can see this, but we got us a standoff on the couch up there. King of the Mountain, I think they're playing. King of the Hill. Okay. With that, I can... Engine selectors, I don't need these anymore. I can check the temperatures. This is part of the aircraft I think doesn't work correctly, because these temperatures pretty much stay the same throughout. And there is a little range you're supposed to try to keep it at, but the only time they change is when you are about to have an engine failure. So they go like from reading, you know, not quite where they should be, and there's no way to get them like warmed up into the proper temperature level. They go from just almost where they should be to excessively overheated, and yeah, that's not a good thing. So oil temperatures right now are a little warm, and our oil pressures are a little bit low. So we're going to try to cool off the oil by opening the oil shutters. This is another part of this aircraft that's still not quite right. There's a little bugginess about it, but that's the long and short of it. Is at least for me, I try to keep the oil temperature where it needs to be so that the oil pressure stays up. And
Cargo
oh my
fire.
goodness gracious, cargo fire. Hello, sir. Welcome. So very nice to see you. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Friday night flight. I know you, and I bet you're out and about somewhere doing something with aviation related. I think that's what you do now on the weekends, or is it Indy Racing League on the weekends? Now I can't remember. You've branched out a little bit, but good morning. Good morning. Yeah, speaking of fires, I'm just about to start one. Yeah, this is a bad thing right here. This low oil pressure is bad. This temperature is a little too warm on both of these, so you know what, we might just do this here. We're just gonna open it wide open here and see if we can't get it to cool off just a little bit. There she goes. Now we're coming back up. The oil temperature anywhere between 100 and 160 is fine, but you know, as you would imagine, as soon as you get up close to 160, this starts to drop, and anything below 30 in oil pressure is not good. Is not good. Let's see. We could use some battery power here, and let's get some lights turned on. And we, I think, are ready to rock and roll. Weather here at Phoenix is favoring a departure out of the east. 100 at 4. Really, we don't. Honestly, there's not much wind. We could probably take off however we want. But I am sort of right in the middle of runway 25 left. So I'm going to go ahead and just hang a right. And we're going to start taxiing down to the end of runway 2. Well, I guess it'd be... sorry, we're going to hang a left. Pardon me. We're going to depart to the east. We're going to go down to runway 7. So here we go, boys and girls. It is a little bit of a combination of tail wheel steering as well as differential braking. So I do equally not well. As you can see, here I am. Try to peek over here and see if we can see anything. All right. Yeah, Cargo Fire, you will need to be my flight engineer. We're going super fast here. Come on, girl. Slow down a little bit. Thursdays and Saturdays have been variety over in the Cargo Fire channel. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know Cargo Fire, he is a very entertaining Twitch streamer, and well worth your follow if you aren't already following him. Especially if you like doing some combination of flight sim as well as some of the racing league, and then he has music request nights. He does some other games too from time to time, and yeah, just overall really entertaining dude. Fun to watch. All right, there we go. Again, we are not on the VATSIM network, so we're just trying to truck it out here and get going. We have enough of a challenge just trying to make our way without catching the engines on fire. So we're just going to come out here, and I'm going to do one last little check of the engines. There is a run-up procedure here, but it really doesn't most of it doesn't work. So, all right, how are we doing? Temperatures are back down to kind of where they need to be. Pressures are back up. That looks actually really nice, man. If I could hold that, I would be a happy camper for sure. All right, RPMs full forward, mixtures full rich. We are going to turn the landing lights on. Remember, we have to turn those off before we pull the landing gear up, because we don't have enough. There's not the circuit breaker can't take that load. All right, so we are out of here. We're going to try to hit a 120-ish heading, 122 to be honest. Yeah, the 247D is not one you see a lot. It's very very much a niche aircraft, but I have enjoyed it. It took a really long time for me to be able to actually fly it without catching the engine on fire. But here we go. Just a gentle touch. And slow and steady adjustments are kind of the key. And I'm not very good at either one of those. Alright, we are up, up, and away, you guys. But it's a really, really fun aircraft. Once you get it in the air, it's really enjoyable to fly. Alright, landing lights are off, and gear is, hopefully, coming up. There we go. Now it'll be not quite so shaky and noisy. And let's start our turn here to a 122 heading. You know, one thing I didn't check, guys. I hate to do this midstream here, but I got live weather, real time. Okay, we're good there. Just want to make sure that everything's matching up here. Come around to the south. Wait a second. Too far. No, not far enough yet. Nah, I'm getting too far south, aren't I? 122. I want more easterly here. This could be interesting if I can't even get my initial heading figured out here. We departed on runway 7, and I'm feeling like maybe my directional gyros are a little off. Oh, I think they might be. Okay, so hang on for a second here. What? We are a little bit off here. We should be about 1. I thought I checked those. All right, there we go. Let's get it going, and we're gonna go. We need every bit of probably 7,500 feet, maybe. We could go around some terrain, so at least 5.5 we'll shoot for. Okay, how close am I now? Too far. When I'm on a 140 heading. I think this might be that mountain that I want to use as a reference point. So let's point it. Well, then again, it might be that one down there. There's just a few. Yeah, that might be the Santan Mountains that we're looking at there. All right, so let's get on our 120-ish heading here and start rolling. Hey, 757 Spy. Welcome, Dave. This is what we have, my good man. And we're recreating the Bendix air races. We're doing it's a 1931 air race, and somebody flew the 247D one year, and I think it won. It might have won the air race, but I don't know. But anyway, we're recreating legs 3 and 4 today. We're going from Phoenix to Douglas, and then from Douglas to a little tiny airstrip in New Mexico. But good morning, sir. Hope you're having a good day, and I know you probably have a fun stream planned. So this is what it looks like without flames shooting out of the engines. Well, so far. Temps are maybe getting a little low, though. So what we need to do now is go about midway, close those up, and we can't let the temps get too low, or again, as the oil gets cool, it gets more. What's the word? The viscosity decreases. Anyway, it gets thicker, and so the oil pressures go way up, and it's bad thicker. Yeah, that's right. Downwind Sim. Downwind Sim knows what he's talking about. He works on these birds. Okay, the other thing I need to do is I need to pull my RPMs back here. We need to be no more than 2,000. So we're going to pull those back. The one thing I did on the last legs is I really worked the engines harder than they needed to be worked. Oh boy. I'm having a major issue, guys. I'm getting, my manifold pressure is for some reason super low. I may be doomed before I even get started. I'm going to pull back here on the throttles and see if that corrects. I don't know why that would be. That's really interesting. Anyway, I really ran the engines probably closer to maximum than I needed to, or I should have, and that really increased my oil usage. And so unless I use the multi-viscosity oil, well, yeah, I don't have that. I think it's just regular old Quaker State. Iowa Scotsman, good morning, sir. All right, I am really concerned about the manifold pressure here, boys and girls. I'm really concerned about that. I don't know why that's so low. That's going to mean this is going to be quite the trip here. I might have to consider landing at one of these airstrips on my way to down to Douglas if that doesn't improve. This thing will get up. It'll cook. It'll get up to, you know, around 150 miles an hour there when everything is going like it should. But I wonder. I've never had an issue with the manifold pressure. If anything, I've had an issue with kind of overdoing it, getting into the red line there. But yeah, I wonder what I've done. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how far she goes. That was a part of it, but back in the day, right back in 1931, that was a huge part of it. Just can your engines take you 100 miles? It wasn't as guaranteed of a thing as it is nowadays. But I do have a few spots. Yeah, I bet you could. Right now, though, honestly, the temps are okay. And so, yeah, that's all not too bad. In fact, I could even probably warm it up just a little bit more, close those oil shutters a little bit, and warm it up. But, yeah, 757, it's always your fault. It is always your fault. I'm not spitting oil out, though. That's good. So that's one thing. And then I don't have, do I have the blue? Yeah, I don't have the blue smoke trail, so that's also good. But for whatever reason, I'm just not making manifold pressure. So I think we'll stay at a lower altitude here because that should help. Yeah, just hope for the best. I guess we'll get it on the ground at our first stop, and we'll get Downwind Sim out there on it. He can start working on seeing what the heck's going on. Iowa Scotsman has it, but hasn't flown it yet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's an airport. There's all kinds of airports along the way for this leg. That's the one good thing. So if we needed to, we could certainly put her down somewhere. And it's flat enough out here too that if we really had to, we could land. We could find a flat spot in the desert to land. All right. Well, we're off and away. Thing has a wing cord the size of, it's just all wing. I love it. It's just super stable. Really is nice. Right now my throttles don't appear to be. Oh, I really shouldn't even say this, but I know why I'm not having any luck with my manifold pressure. Because I'm feathering the props instead of increasing the throttles. The throttles on this baby are in the middle, guys. Yeah. I do need a dumb command. I am not a smart man. Yeah, and I was even wiggling them though here. I'm like, why aren't those working? You know, it's because you're not smart, sir. Okay, so now I'm pulling the throttles, or I'm pulling the prop levers back to get our, you know, not 2,000 RPMs, and we're going to keep it right on the low end of the white here. Now I really have to watch out. I've got to really pay attention to my oil temperatures because that will make a difference in a big way. And there's 5,500. How about let's just level off at 5.5 and see how she goes. Well, hey, you know, like I say, it's been a while. It has been a while. And if there's one plane that's good to fly only once every 2 months and not practice, it's this plane. Are the sounds working? Yeah, they are. They are. It's just we're pretty quiet right now. Let me check. Oh, I've got them turned way down. That's probably why. Pretty much pro streamer. There we go. That's better. Let's get back on that 120 and let's see if we can find that mountain that's down the ways. I see like a little bit of a peak right there. If I can keep that guy in my 12 o'clock, I think it might be all right. Or that might be it here as well. That might be the one I want. Oh, your command sounds. Oh. Well, let me check here. Yeah, they should be. They should be. Oh, you were trying to do dumb and that didn't come up. I don't think I have a dumb command. Do I? I used to. I used to have that, he thought the Gettysburg Address was where Lincoln lived. I don't think I have that anymore. It is listed. Okay, well, shoot. I did have...
Annie West reminding you to read the chat.
I did have a, a command last time that wasn't working either. Not right. I wonder what's going on with those guys. Sure enough, it is listed, isn't it? How about, let me try one here. Interesting. I don't know why those other ones aren't working for you guys. I don't know. I don't know. It's like the free ones aren't working. Okay, I'll have to look into that, guys. I am not sure why that's not happening. I'm drifting off course. Drifting off course. I know, Downwind Sim, that those sounds are what you subscribe for. They are indeed the heart of the stream. Well, temps are a little cool now. Temps, the pressures are up a little ways. We'll stay with it. We'll stay with it. sometimes wonder about these free sounds that I get, these clips from movies and stuff. Like I sometimes wonder if there's some copyright police that come and make them no longer available. Although I don't know how that would be, because I've downloaded them to my hard drive, and I don't know. All I know is I'm now at 8,500 feet, and I'm trying to descend a little bit here. About 1,000 would be good, I think. And we're right about the 120. I'm just going to keep this little hillside to my right. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I missed something here. The spy sounds have been a bit cranky too. Okay. Interference from flying saucers. That would explain, because I'm down here. We're not far from Area 51, right? Phoenix area is kind of down New Mexico, and that's like all kinds of... I should have looked for a Janet livery for my 247D. Okay, time to switch the tanks. Let's go to the aux now. I've been burning off the right main and burn off the right aux. And we're back down, heading back down. And we're in about a 200 foot per minute descent, which is just fine. Here's, by the way, here's the trim wheel. Is that cool? Let's spin that trim wheel. Love that, just that handle. That's a great idea for a trim wheel. Temps are still a bit cool. So let's just slightly close that and hope for the best. I'm no longer on the 120. I keep drifting to the east slightly, so buzzed by a fly down here now too. Pesky flies. The real reason Austin didn't make X-Plane 12 Fussy Pants pretty, he's too busy perfecting the alien tractor beam dynamics. That's a fair point. Oh, this fly's going to drive me insane. It's all over me. Oh, you know what I forgot to do also? I forgot to note the time we started. Alright, fly, you're about to die. Got the downwind sim fly swatter ready to go. I think I got it. I have definitely been drifting off course downwind sim. You're correct. I feel like this mountain here, though, is what we're looking for. Let me show you what I'm trying to shoot for here, guys. So I see Whoops, I got to go back to World VFR here. I see the Mount Lemon, this 9,100 foot peak here, and I feel like that's a pretty good visual waypoint. That gets us about, unfortunately, only about halfway, and after that I got to really just stay on course. After Mount Lemon, honestly, it's going to be like there's a couple more, a little the Mica Mountain here. We want to just kind of go over the top of it, and then we're looking for maybe these little municipal airports. This second half of this trip is going to be really, really, really tricky because there's all kinds of these little, like Tombstone Municipal and Bisbee Muni and Cochise College Private, and for us to find Douglas I think it's going to be quite the task. So Steve 099er. Hello, welcome, happy Saturday. I'm a daisy if I do. That's a great movie. A great movie. All right, so speaking of sounds not working, there's my reminder that you can use sounds except for the ones that aren't working, which apparently is like half of the ones that I have for some reason. And I'm just not, unfortunately, I'm not at a spot where I can, I can't really troubleshoot. Like if I was flying something else, I could put it on autopilot here and maybe do some troubleshooting, but I don't have that ability, so it's going to have to be something that I do here later on. I think I maybe see part of the problem here, though, is like the ones that you're trying to do, the sounds or the commands are no longer there. So I think maybe that's the problem. What little I'm able to look at, I'm seeing that I do have the sound files. I just don't have the actual command. That's really weird. So what if I did this? Wait, hold on. Can I really should be navigating, guys, and not doing this, I know. Automatically oh, never mind. That's, I see the problem. I see the problem. Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit of time to fix those. So yeah, unfortunately. Okay, well, at least I know what the issue is, and I can get that fixed for the next stream. So apologize for the free sounds. I think are the ones that are not working. And basically what's happened is I have I cleaned up my downloads folder and I moved those files to a different spot, but the command is pointing to where they used to be, and that's why they're not working. Okay, well, at least I know, like I said, I know what's going on. Never clean up, that's right. That's why, kids, learn a lesson from Uncle Melvin. Never, ever clean up. Oh, goodness. Dave, you're so right. You're so right. Boy, this is just really beautiful. see the choppiness though of my. Quite nice down here. Different type of landscape, but beautiful in its own regard. I don't have an early 247 with a reverse angled screen. Yeah, I guess I don't know what that is, Drobart. And welcome, by the way, Drobart, if I haven't said hello already. Thanks for coming in, man. Alright, looks like maybe we found a place where the oil temps are going to be happy. And they're a little on the low side, but not horrible. I really don't have much more I can do. I just totally close the oil shutters, I guess. But we're going to leave a little bit of air going through there. Our temp outside now has dropped to just a little under 60. So that's probably why. Maybe I'll just close them just one more handle lever handle width. I'm guessing 757. Maybe you've used that phrase also. They sound temperamental. Yes, indeed. Starflies, hello, welcome. Good morning to you. I do, yeah. She's a jiggly bird. I'm telling you what. They like to dance. I don't want that to get any lower though. So, yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on. So we feel like, for those of you just tuning in, this is the 1931 Bendix Air Race, Leg 3, Phoenix to Douglas, and we believe we're flying past Mount Lemmon here, and yeah, we're trying to find this little tiny municipal airport called Douglas Municipal, and I'm more than a little concerned that we're not going to be able to find it. But before we do anything else, we're just making sure we don't kill the engine. See, what my oil temp's getting really high right now. So it's just, yeah, it's concerning. Fortunately, I do have, I spared no expense to win this race, so I have mechanics and spare parts really stationed throughout the Arizona and New Mexico area, so we can land in a lot of different spots, and get repairs made if we need to. And actually, if you investigate the air race back in 1931. That's exactly what happened. People, they would have their crew basically drive out ahead of them because they were only allowed to do like 1 or 2 legs a day. Like, it was set up, there was a schedule. And so the crews could be waiting for them, and sometimes they would have to, like, do some repairs before they could finish, and that was all part of the stopwatch was going. But really interesting. After 1931, then they started to get some aircraft with a little bit better range. And so then it became more of an endurance race where the pilots were allowed to just basically fly from point A to point B as fast as they wanted. So a lot of those races after that, and I don't know exactly when it became more of an endurance race, but like 1931 was kind of the last of this type of stage leg to leg type race. It was a pretty early race in the Bendix series. Planning ahead, a concept that's no longer stylish. Yes. Any thoughts about your current predicament, Steve? Are you, Steve? Remind me. There was somebody that was trying to figure out how to fire the missiles on their F-14. Was that you? I apologize, Steve. I'm just like my brain is absolute mashed potatoes right now. All right, I've got to get myself back on this 120. I've just drifted way too far to the east. I mean, that's not good. What can I... Like, I think this is the San Pedro River. Like, I'm really far east. I'm supposed to be here, and I think I'm like out here, getting ready to pick up this river. That's not good. I almost tried to incorporate this little dry lake bed into what we're doing, but then I'm like, I don't know if that helps me, because that still is a long stretch to get down there. Hey, Moose. Good morning, sir. The Leroy Airport. Yeah, that's true. That's maybe that's something that we should have considered, just for a good mojo or whatever, right? Okay, well, yeah, like we have lots of things going on right now that are concerning. But that's okay. That's okay. Yep, 2 bodies of water. So there's so many. The thing about being out here, and I know the guys that flew this, right? They had probably some better topo maps. Yeah, that's Drobert. I was thinking the same thing. It'd be fun to pull up an old map of the area. But I'm thinking that those bodies of water have to be something related to the river here. But there's so many of these little bodies of water that are like they're not always full, right? Like they're intermittent lakes, and so yeah, I know we're in the Mount Lemmon area, but I just don't see any. It's got to be a part of this, I would say. Reddington. And so, yeah, we're just going to get back on our 120, and again, we're going to keep kind of the higher mountains. Look to me like the Mica Mountain. We're just going to try to keep those off our right wing. And then there's Mount Glen here. I'm hoping those two, that's almost a 9,000 foot peak, and that's a 7,500 foot peak. I'm hoping those are distinct enough that it can kind of get me through the middle there. I'll kick a field goal and see what happens. That's Drobart. I wonder if there's, I mean, you can look up anything on the internet, right? I wonder if there's a 1930s era map of this part of Arizona. That'd be kind of cool to look at. I do have the Acme mapper. which gives me some good info here. All right. Acme Mapper's cool, but sometimes it's almost too much info. There were some, I think. Whoops. There were some. In fact, one of the, this race, actually the route changed because when the pilots reviewed it, there was one airport that was it was a dirt strip, and it was so soft they refused to land there because the airplanes they were flying were too heavy, and they were going to dig in and do damage to the aircraft. So I do think the majority of them in the 30s, though, were still gravel, but there were a few, I think, that were paved. All right, so I'm wondering if I can find this little ridge line here with the river cutting through. That looks like one of those two big mountains that I need to stay to the right of, and I'm hoping that might be the other one I need to stay left of. Excuse me. Yeah, the steel mats. So here's what Acme Mapper is showing me. Phoenix, and we've kind of come down here. Here's that Mount Lemon that we just passed. So this is the ridge line. I think that's just kind of off to our left and sort of cutting across us. So we're probably on track to fly over this body of water at the end of the day. But even going in, yeah, I think this is this little river that we're tracking here. But even want to go to the topo here. It's pretty tough to pick out just those two little bodies of water. There's just all kinds of stuff here that's just intermittent. But I feel like we're kind of in this little chute right here, so we're going to stay on it for a little bit and see what happens. Didn't melt? Oh, Dave, I don't remember that story. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, that's not good. Starflies, I'm even rocking the Canadian tail number for you there. The only thing I wish it had on it was a letter Z so that I could use Z, because I know how much you love Z. That was a great rant. That was a great Starflies rant back in the day. This summer, this is recent. 757 Spy is saying they had to slow trains down because the tracks were too hot. And the asphalt began melting at Lutton and Breeze Norton. Holy cow! That's pretty warm. I know, Starflies. It was your one and only time. I think you didn't get your nap or something. You were a little bit cranky. Well, the good news is things are holding pretty stable, so I'm just going to leave it right there. And I should check my fuel there, the right-hand fuel gauge. The mains, yeah. I'm going to go to burn some fuel off the left now. The internet does need, you know, it's just like every now and again, right? Just she just likes to keep everybody honest, right? And we need like just a little bit of real talk. We need more weather minute hours, and we need more Starflies real talk. We need that. Now, if I'm on this little track that I think I'm on, this is the Sulphur. I believe this is the Sulphur Springs. No. Sorry, the San Pedro River. I should be coming up to, if I'm where I think I am, and that's not a guarantee, but I'm on this little, following this river. I should come out here near the town of Benson, and I should see this Benson Municipal Airport, and then I should also see, this ought to be a nice, like, divided highway, Interstate 10 it looks like, and then another divided highway that shoots south into Old Mexico. So that'll be good if I can see that. And actually the town of Benson is a VFR waypoint here, so we're hoping for that. And if that's the case, then like I can pretty much get back on my 120, and maybe what I'll try to do is shoot down here to Tombstone, just because it gives us a chance to use all of our Tombstone references. And then from Tombstone, gosh, it's only going to be about like 30 miles. A guy ought to have a chance at finding it. But it all hinges upon whether or not we can get to the town of Benson. If we're able to find Douglas Municipal, we'll have to top off the oil tanks, and I am planning on flying a second leg here. Star Wars wipe, that's right. You taught me that, Downwind Sim. You taught me that. Let's see if I have, do I have a, I do have a Downwind Sim seat. I should have been rocking that Downwind Sim seat. I know the lights come on if you need them. Ashtray, of course. Really a cool plane. I hope this guy keeps working on stuff. I hope that this plane ports over to System Update 10 without too much difficulty, and that he just keeps making stuff, because this is really cool. The sim world needs more developers like this guy. DCM 260, good morning, sir. Yeah, that's me. That's me, Mr. Professional Streamer. Yes, something like that. Look, I've got to up my game on the production value. You know, you guys, you and 757 Spy you guys set the bar super high. So, I've had to up my game a little bit. Oh, it's fun. It is fun. It's fun to tweak and mess around with stuff, and always fun to learn new things. Well, this is a town. I don't see a municipal airport, so this must not be the town of Bensonville. Or Benson. Bensonville? Benson. Yeah, I still think we got to get past this ridge line here. One of these peaks was that Rincon Peak at 8,400. I'm hoping that's it. If that's the case, then we're in good shape. We're where we think we are. That one, Sim's falling asleep. Those big radials, just lulling you to sleep. Could have used some of that this morning, man. I woke up about 1 and couldn't get back to sleep. I'm like, maybe I should just go down the stream. I think I did finally get back to sleep about 4, but that was a little bit of a stretch. So I know 757 Spy is getting ready to fly. Anybody else have any flight plans, either sim or real life, that they feel like sharing? Let me know what you're thinking. This will probably be it for me today. I've got my usual bucket load of work to do here afterwards, but nice to get a stream in, get a couple of legs in on the 247. So you can, Drobars, yeah, so you can watch, but you can't chat. Yeah, please don't chat while you're driving. But appreciate you listening, man. Gonna go pay bills, then long list of chores. Yeah, down one sim. That's the weekend sometimes, isn't it? Okay. Alright, keeping our eyes peeled. If we don't see the town, we should for sure see the interstate. I mean, it cuts across, basically perpendicular to where we're flying. Little hobby shop visit for Drobart. Nice, very nice. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There will probably be a little college football in my on my TV as I'm working on high school football. All right. And we're clipping along here about 130-ish. That's pretty good. We definitely have a lot more manifold pressure to play with if we wanted, but kind of where we're at right now I think is pretty good. The engines seem happy, so we're just going to stick with what we have right now. And we'll check our fuel burn here. Iowa Scotsman's still working on his updated flight sims setup. Cool. Oh yeah, Nebraska, Oklahoma. Oh, it's on now. Holy cow, what time is it? Oh man, yeah, you're right. You are right. Boy, that used to be, DCM, that used to be the game, right? Man, was that a great rivalry. I mean, still is, I think, but back in the 80s, boy, they were both powerhouses, and that was a lot of times there was a lot riding on that game. They used to be in the same conference, and kind of crazy how things have changed. If it's not 0.34, it should be, man. Those guys, they're going to be like, people aren't going to want to schedule them. They are not going to want to be. I mean, because they're kind of becoming like North Dakota State, right? They're just going and beating people and getting paid a lot of money to go to these places to beat them. That's a pretty cool story. And with the new way that the transfer portal works, you know, those teams, they get some really good players. They're very, very good football teams. Switching to phone mode. All right, Joe Bart, you be safe, man. You be safe, sir. All right, the first leg, how far of a leg was this? This was the longer one, 177 miles. So, should be just a bit over an hour or so for us. And we've been streaming about an hour and 23 minutes, so it took me a little while, I think, to go. So I'm gonna guesstimate that we're just a bit under an hour, probably about 45 or 50 minutes of flight time. Man, this is pretty. Starflies, is this area of the country a good glider pilot area? I mean, are there good thermals and predictable winds and all that stuff? Is this a good place to fly your glider? Three long weekends. Oh, I can't even read. The last 3 weekends were rainy. So, yeah, gonna travel to a model shop. Cool. Yeah, one of my things I got to get done, I got to get the garage cleaned out. We're almost into October, and we could get some snow here anytime. So, I need to have my garage cleaned so that people can park in there if they need to. There are some soaring clubs. Yeah, I wondered about that. Yes, indeed, Drobart. Yes, indeed. The one good thing about this time of year, though, is at least my lawn is starting to slow down. I think I'm going to attempt to not mow this weekend, and so that'll be the first time that I've been able to go more than a week without mowing. So I've kind of shut my sprinklers off. We're kind of like you. We've had a couple, 2 or 3 nice rainy days, and so that's been really nice. But I'm ready for that to slow down a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the snow, but like it's just what I'm used to. So as long as it doesn't get crazy, I call it my morning workout. I get out and shovel. But I have to be able to get the cars in the garage. That's the biggest thing. So that always gives me a good excuse to clean the garage every summer. I don't know about you guys, but my garage goes from looking nice and tidy all winter long to, as soon as it starts to get warm, like it becomes the storage area. And before I know it, man, it's just an absolute wreck. Iowa Scotsman's been able to go a couple of weeks. Holy cow. Oh, and it's wet, so you'll be, you maybe need to let it dry out again. I wonder if that is that big wet intermittent lake, Wilcox Lake, that wetlands area over there. I feel like we did drift a bit, and if we're on that, if we are in fact on that, this little San Luis River run here, that would put us kind of in view of that lake. So if that's the case, then we got to be getting pretty close. Really, if we're seeing this guy, like we got to be kind of up in here somewhere. And yeah, just kind of keep on our trail. And then, so I think again, I do think we'll try to grab this road down here to Tombstone. See if we can pick up the Tombstone Municipal. And then at that point, let's see, what would it be? Let's just put that as, so we'd be out of there on about a 118 for 33 miles. So that should be realistic, I think, for us to try to find where we're going. Oh, your neighbor keeps your front yard mowed. That's nice. That's nice. We got a couple of guys like that in our neighborhood too. Someday, I would like to be that guy. Have a little ride mower or something. Buzz around and help out. I got on my glasses here. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that is that little Wilcox Lake. The playa, as they call it. So, yeah, this actually has ended up being kind of a nicer navigational leg than I thought it might be. Maybe that's what I need to look for the next leg is a little drainage or something, little river. I want to know is, how do you, like, do you think he got, like, how do you get sounds for something like this? Do you just go get an engine that's similar and record that? Because, I don't, like, are there any of these still flying anywhere? Yep, that's definitely that lake. So we're getting close here, ladies and gents. Everything's holding steady right there. We're just going to keep it going here. And looking for Interstate 10, I think is what we had, cutting right across our face here. My dogs say hello again, by the way. I wonder if this is one of those planes that all the engine vibration, everything just kind of translates up into the yoke. And so like when you're done, your hands are just numb. You know, if you have to hold on to the yoke for extended periods of time. It flies so nicely, like it's like a 1 or 2 finger deal here. It's really super stable once you get it going. Alright, this is looking, no, this isn't, it's got to be down a little further here. Kind of looking town-ish. So we should have a municipal airport that is just to the west of the town. So like if the town's here, the muni ought to be out there, if that's in fact where we're at. We may still be a little ways, but I don't see anything. I don't see any other towns on our way here, so I think we're getting there. Downwind Sim, this would be a cool spot for a Bush League trip. There's all kinds of little private airports down here, private landing strips down here. Be a lot of fun. Might have to keep that tucked away for later, an idea for later on. By the way, if you missed last month's Bush League Backcountry Fly-In, boy, it was a beaut. It was up in the British Columbia area. And super enjoyable. Downwind Sim did a really good job, as he always does, creating a bunch of places to go. Had a lot of heli opportunities, as well as just your typical backcountry fixed wing activities, and some definite Easter eggs out there as well. But the cool thing also was that it was close to that Quadam River scenery pack that's available, and so you could actually tie it in kind of like a little bit of an extension. Well, this for sure feels like coming up on a town. I see a road heading south. That looks like that divided highway that's heading south. We don't want that. We want this road here that's heading more down. It looks like this This river drainage is going to just keep taking us down where we want to go. Would love to see the municipal airport, though, just so I know I'm where I think I am. Oh, wait, is that it? Is that it? Yes, indeed, my friends. Yes, indeed. All right, so I feel very good that we are at Benson. And, all right, good deal. Let's see if we can make it the last few miles here. Looks like about a 15 or 20 mile leg down to Tombstone, and then 33 miles from Tombstone to Douglas. For now, the engines are happy, and we're going to try to keep it that way. Let's see. What's our heading here? Yeah, we were pretty much due south because we're coming down that drainage, so we're going to turn here slightly and follow this. See if we can pick up this road. Should have a divided highway that's... This might be it right there. Potentially. That's Interstate 10 that we're hopefully seeing right there. And then this will be kind of back to almost our 120 heading here. Try to come around a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think that's our Interstate 10 right there. Crossing over that. Again, we did see that divided highway that was running south. That's right over there. Yeah, so this is kind of the highway that we want to follow right here. These, one or the other of these are leading us down this direction here. Supposedly there's one of the little private dirt strips just south of town. I think we might have missed it. Okay, I want to just stay, trying to just see this road here. I think it's the one I want. Just kind of keep it. Keep it at my 12 here, and let's see. The Mule Mountains are here, 4,000-foot peaks. There's a 6,500 foot peak. I wonder if that's maybe what I'm looking at right there. That is, well, when I make my turn, if that's Mule Mountain, I want to keep that to my right, because I will be coming up this road, leads me to Tombstone. And then I'll be 118 off of that. That's hard. That road's hard to track here, isn't it? It would not be unheard of for me to make it 90% of the way to an airfield and not be able to find the airfield. I've done that before. Better be getting there soon. I'm out of Dr. Pepper. Still not sponsored, by the way. Just saying. We have a town up here, maybe? Maybe. Tombstone, it looks like it's a pretty big town. I don't know, that doesn't quite look big enough. And the airport is just to the southeast on our heading, so I'm not 100% sure that's our town. And this road has not been as, distinct as I'd hoped. This may be a telephone line here. I see the telephone line running. Yeah, we got some kind of a little place here. There's a little town called St. David. I suppose this could be St. David. Not quite halfway to Tombstone, basically. I guess we could be kind of in that neighborhood. feel like we're past that, though. Tell you what, the nice thing about being down here is 4,000 foot elevation for our runways. So, like, I'm at 7,500 feet. I don't have to do a whole heck of a lot to get down to where I need to be. All right, well, is this potentially Tombstone? It doesn't look big enough. Like the sectional shows a pretty good sized swath for the town. It also shows the highway kind of splitting off as we get close to the airport. So I don't know, maybe this is just not a town that's marked, because I don't feel like we're quite there just yet. You know, there's a road heading out. Maybe this is Tombstone. If it is, I should see an airport. And I'm not really seeing one. I'm not really seeing one there. Yeah. Tim, that's a good question. I've never been there. I actually have heard people say it's kind of a sketchy place. Like it's gambling and like it's just a tourist trap type place. And so I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Hey, we've got an airport here, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. So, okay, boys and girls, it's time to head on a 118 course. And track it for 33 miles. And I'm looking for absolutely anything here that would tell us we're getting close to Douglas. Douglas is a pretty good sized town, so that's another thing that we have kind of going for us here. We do have the Bisbee Douglas International Airport that is just to the north of the field we're looking for. So here's where we're at, guys. Just turned from Tombstone. Not really anything to follow now. It's just going to be dead reckoning. But hopefully we'll see this. Or if we see a single runway here, we know it's... here's going to be the hard part. Cochise and Douglas have roughly the same runway orientation. And so the only difference is the town of Douglas here is to the west of the airport. But maybe we'll see this international airport as well here. This looks like a nice big multi-runway deal, so that will help us out. My MSE is 8,700 actually. So I wonder if it's... I'm not seeing anything in between Tombstone and Douglas, though. That's there's There's the Mule Mountains at 6,500, which I think we've identified correctly as being over here. Yeah, I think we're okay. We're at 7.5 right now. I think we're going to be fine. Tim, you've actually been there? Huh. Oh, so maybe my sectional, because the sectional made it look like, you know, like it was had a little something to it here. Like here's the sectional. Kind of showed like it had a little bit of, you know, a little bit of a town to it, but maybe not, maybe not. I feel relatively confident that we are where we think we are. Here's a little body of water. I wonder if there's... It's not really listed. Yeah. Well, we're doing 140. So 33 miles at 140 miles an hour is only going to be around 10 minutes. Well, I'm pretty happy with the way the aircraft has handled itself today. The engines have been good. Once I figured out the idiotic mistake with the manifold pressure, which yeah, you'll have to go back and watch that if you weren't here. But yeah, once we troubleshot that, it's been a nice flight. Beautiful area, lots of good people coming in, saying hello, spending a little part of their day with us, which is awesome. And hopefully we'll be able to make a nice landing. Find the field, make a nice landing. I think this is going to be my only leg today, unfortunately. I just got a little notification that might be needed for something here this morning, so that's okay. It's been a good way to start the day, and I need to get busy on this other stuff too, so it is the way it goes. I think the Saturday Night Ops event is in the Texas area, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, that might be a good option for you. They always have really, really good ATC on VATSIM down there in Texas. A lot of fun airports to fly to. There's this ridge line coming up here. I wonder if it's listed. Not really. I think we're in the Sulphur Springs Valley, according to the SkyVector sectional. Any METAR anywhere? It looks like at Pioneer Airfield just to the west, winds are 070 at 5 or calm. Yeah, so I think we're generally going to be okay landing whichever direction we need to. I think to stay out of international airspace, I would want to fly right-hand pattern and runway 3. I think that sounds fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Got some... Oh, wait a second. What do I have here? A town. A town. I think I see a town. I've got a road. I've got a town and a road. And is that a multi-runway airport here? That could be Bisbee International. Let's get a little closer and we'll check it out and see. Oh, so you're visiting family down in Tucson, I see. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I mean, like, I love that movie, so it'd be fun to see the set. I've never really been to like a big Hollywood set like that. Be kind of one of those things that fun to go just to say you went, right? Just say you've been there. So if this is indeed the airport, which it looks like it is, we just need to follow this road, and that'll run us into the town of Douglas. And then, again, the airport is just to the east of the town, kind of sitting on that eastern side there. Yep, I would say that's that multi-runway Benson International Airport. Very cool, very cool. That's got to be the town down there then. So I would estimate we're tucked in kind of over in this area right here, guys. Hey, Icebird. Yeah, it's a fun, beautiful airplane. A firm, Icebird. I am indeed. I am indeed. We've been over here quite a bit, monitoring things, and it's behaved very well, honestly. What we learned last time, though, is that the range of this plane is more limited by oil than it is by fuel. And last time, so if you're just tuning in, we're doing the Bendix air races from 1931. So we're retracing these legs. We're on the third leg right now, Phoenix to Douglas, but we flew a leg from San Bernardino to Phoenix, and it was just pushing 2 hours. And as we came into Phoenix, right as, like, I think we were on short final, we lost both engines, and the culprit was we had no oil. And so oh, I heard that. Yeah, Icebird, that someone's modded it and fixed a few of those engine oil parameters. I should go check that out. Olive oil tasting shops. Huh. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, but Icebird, yeah, thanks for reminding me that. I had heard about that, but I had honestly forgotten about it, so I might have to go check it out. I think the thing that worries me is that, like, I've kind of learned how to like how to get along with the plane as it is with its quirks. And if someone's modded it and made it work correctly, I'm gonna have to relearn all those things. like unlearn all the bad habits that I've gotten right now. Martin Wenzel coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, Martin, and welcome, Raiders. We are on short, well, I shouldn't say short final, but we're on approach to Douglas Municipal Airport down here in Arizona. We're flying the 1931 Bendix Air Race, and we're on leg 3. And we appreciate you guys coming in. There's the link. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Drobart's at the hobby shop. You're getting your Christmas shopping done early, aren't you, Drobart? Smart, man, smart. Oh gosh, well, what happened? We lost an engine. Oh boy. Well, emergency feather. I don't know why we lost that engine. I didn't see anything that would indicate we had problems, but apparently we did. So I guess this is going to just be a regular occurrence for us on this particular series, because it's about to get interesting, boys and girls. All right, we should have the airfield here. There it is. Okay. And we're planning a left-hand pattern to runway 3. So we're way too high. I'm going to pull back on the power here. And hopefully this thing's going to feather and not cause too much drag. Jump in a left-hand traffic pattern here and do the best we can. Yeah, we've lost that engine. She's going to feather though for us though, and not cause too much drag. Honestly, we're at the point here where we would be, if we lost both engines, we're close enough to the field. I think we could make it. I believe. I wonder what happened. Maybe my fuel calculations were not correct. All right, field's out there somewhere, guys. We are at 5,500. We're about 1,500 feet above, so we're close to pattern altitude. All right, I think we're going to make our turn here for final. Try to get things ready to go. Gear coming down. Yeah, I wonder if I'm still too dang high. Shoot. Yeah, so the fuel gauges here show I still have fuel. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. But we'll dip it home here. We should be okay. We got one shot at this is the only problem. We're a little high. Long as number 2 keeps going, we should be okay. Nice long runway, 4,000 feet. And change here, so we should be alright. Oh, drifting a little bit. Come on, girl. I'm gonna end up short, aren't I? I misjudged that. I think I misjudged that a little bit. It's really hard to do with one engine. Come on, girl. You can make it. There we go. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're a little bit left here. Come on, get back over. Alright, we're down. 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 We're down. We're down. Whew. Well, that was eventful.
Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's see if I got enough to get back to the ramp here. We'll have to investigate a little bit and see what happened with our number one here. If it was a fuel issue, I feel like we would have lost both engines. But I'm kind of thinking it was maybe more I don't know where to go. Kind of thinking it was probably oil related again, because we're pushing. I mean, the flight itself wasn't 2 hours, but we've been running for 2 hours. So it is possible that happened, but I didn't, unless it happened really quickly, I really didn't see, you know, my temperature spike. I didn't see my pressures drop. I didn't see any of that. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But we've ruined another engine. 3 legs and 3 engines. That's our average right now. So alright, this will work. And let's go ahead. Turn everything off. Well, rascals. I wonder if that'll be still turned on next time I come in here. All right, let's turn things off here. This is a constant state aircraft, so we do want to have everything turned off. Batteries off. Fuel is off. Mags off. And then we'll take a look at the maintenance report here and see what it says here. Open those back up. And I think that's about it. Yeah, let's take a look at let's see if we can see anything in the maintenance report here. What's going on? Now, it was not a fuel related issue. I still have plenty of fuel. So it must be, yeah, I have no engine oil. Both engine oil like this, like the number 2 has 10 gallons left. Yep. And this one here looks, yeah, there's a little bit left. But so second time in a row, I've just run my engines dry. And maybe that's part of that mod that Icebird was talking about. Maybe that's one of the things that helps out. But because I felt like I attempted to. Now, you know, one thing I didn't really do is I didn't really lean the mix. So I don't know. I tried to be more gentle on the engines today, but apparently I still have a ways to go on that. But oh well, that's still fun. Still a good race, a good time. And I'm gonna, let's see. I want to just compare here one quick thing, just as I'm learning this aircraft. So this was a 266 mile leg. We barely made it. This one was only 177, so I wonder why I went through so much oil so quickly on that one. But yeah, I was kind of thinking our range was going to be like, our safe range was going to be like 200 miles. And yeah, all the legs we have kind of from here on out, I think are in that range. This one here, 250. This one might be a long one, or we may have to plan a stop. I guess that's what I'm going to do, is if I have a 200 plus mile leg, I'll just have to plan a stop and get some more oil. But oh well, that's just how it plays out sometimes, you guys. And that's what hopefully makes this interesting and fun to watch. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming by. Icebird, I've tried it a little bit. I'll be honest with you, it drives me nuts listening to that, and so I haven't really like messed around with it too much. I don't feel like that would be enjoyable to stream, and so I'm just using this more as a Dead Reckoning aircraft. Plus, in 1931, they didn't have that Morse code navigational system set up yet. So I'm trying to stay a little bit true to the time period. No dripping oil. Yeah, that's right. If you ain't leaking oil, it means you're out of oil, right? That's what they say. Yep. And Icebird, I did start. I topped off the oil when I got going, but yeah. Oh, that's true. I can use it to listen to the 30s music. Yeah, you're right about that. I could do that. You're right. I forgot about that. All right. Well, guys, time to say thanks.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Again, a lot of people stopped by today to say hello. Dane Simair, oh, sorry, I just missed you, man. Just missed you. We flew the Bendix Air Race Leg 3 today in the Douglas, the Boeing 247D, and we lost an engine on final. So you just missed out, my friend. You just missed out. Somebody spawned in here, man. All right, cool. We had somebody maybe following. That's awesome. I didn't realize that, but yeah. So we're just wrapping it up, but Dane, good to see you. Hey, by the way, Dane, thanks for the great idea for last month's Bush League Bush League trip there up in BC. It ended up being a lot of fun. I hope you had a chance to fly that creation that Downwind Sim put together. So anyway, good to see you, and hope you have a good weekend. Iowa Scotsman, thank you so much as well for being here. Icebird for all, Drobart, Downwind Sim, of course. Starfly stopped in for a while. 757 Spy was here. Martin Wenzel, thank you for the raid again. Appreciate you coming in. 0.34. Tim, have an awesome weekend, buddy. Who else have I missed? Did I say hey to Drobart? Thanks again to Drobart. Good seeing you. DCM 260 and many more. I kind of past where I can scroll up there. Steve 09er I think was here as well, and I'm sure I'm missing a few more, but thanks guys so much. I want to thank Downwind Sim also for his 17-month re-ascription, and also Jet Pilot Cinnamon, who came in with 32 months re-ascription as well. You guys, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing weekend, and appreciate the support of the channel. We'll be back next Saturday, and again, I'm in the midst of just some absolutely insane work schedule commitments, and so I'm just here and there, a little at a time, mostly weekends, with the occasional midweek stream. But yeah, once I get to November, things will kind of chill back out a little bit, and I'll be able to get back to my normal Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday gig. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take it over to Allison Johnson. Allison Johnson does some of the same type of stuff. She's been doing this Amelia Earhart tribute, and just phenomenal stuff. She reads a lot of the stuff that Amelia Earhart wrote along the way on her various adventures around the world, and she flies in these vintage aircraft as well. So I think you'll really enjoy her. I'm going to send you guys over there. I'll meet you over there, and we'll toss a couple flaming dragon emotes her way. And yeah, until next weekend, guys, have a very safe and enjoyable week, and we will see you real soon. God bless.